Sorry I kept you waiting forever and a day, but now we're out here together with nothing standing in our way. Can you feel the attraction? Feel the attraction. Can you feel it between us? This energy's inside us like electricity. Feel the love running through like electricity. Feel the love running through like electricity. Like electricity. Taking over your body, it's flowing through your mind. This feeling's got me on fire. Don't ever leave it all behind. Can you feel the attraction? Feel the attraction. Can you feel it between us? This energy's inside us like electricity. Feel the love running through like electricity. Feel the love. Can you feel me?
I'm walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul.
I fell and lost to the war, shot me dead. I was lost and I said to the voices in my head, I gotta get up again. I gotta get up to another day. I'm not giving up again. I gotta get up. I gotta get up. Giving up again. I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna get up Look into my eyes. My heart beats like a drum. You listen to my lies. Love is far to come. Your love is far. Running at the speed of light, kissing under city lights. Calls me in the spot and time it just goes on. Running at the speed of light, kissing under city lights. Calls me in the spot and time it just goes on. Gotta get up again. I gotta get up to another day. I'm not giving up again. I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna get
What's going on, traders? Welcome back for Late Night 100. How are we doing tonight? How is After Hours, traders? What's going on? Aeon Scalper. I saw Rodessa, aka Enlightenment Trading, up in here. What's going on? Dowdy Dims. I'm Mr. Roboto. Uzi, what's going on? Derpity Dip. How we doing tonight? Zenobia will be recorded and posted right after the stream is over. Whiskey Ginger, how you doing today? Cousin Eddie, welcome back. Mr. Roboto, you got to follow 100, bro. Oh. What's going on, Ecor? J-licious. How we doing tonight? Let's go. We are going to be interviewing the legendary Mr. Roboto Trades. All right, we're going to dive a little bit into his background, his story. I hope you all had a great trading day today. Hope you're all green and feeling good. We're going to do it once again tomorrow. And Mr. Roboto is going to walk us through how he builds his watch list as well. And we're going to go over that. So without any further ado, I think I am going to begin things here. We'll get him on the call. And we'll start things. Just going to turn down this music. Actually, I'm going to turn it right off. Oh, my God. Never mind. Back on. Mr. Roboto with the 5 gifted subs. Bro, what the hell? Damn. He's flashing his money bags, dude. Thank you, sir. You are legendary. Okay. You are legendary. Okay, that's how we're starting it. Okay. All right, let's get him in here. What a stud is correct. Thank you, Angel Wing Sweater Man. You're the best. All right, here he is up on the screen. Please, if you're not following Mr. Roboto Trading, you're just missing out, traders. You're missing out on some awesome calls, some good analysis, and whatnot. Alrighty, I'm going to get him on the call here. I'm just going to call you directly, Mr. Roboto, if that is okay, if I can figure out how to do that. Give me a second here. Are you I'm Mr. Roboto or Mr. Roboto Trades? Oh my God, Jay-licious with the 5. Let's go, dude. Thank you so much, Jay. Damn, okay. I got you. All right, I'm going to hit you with the call now. Let me see here. There we go. Let's get you on live.
Hello.
Yo, what's going on? How are you?
Just kidding. Yo, what's up?
Okay, I was a little alarmed for a second.
Yo,
Bro.
what's up, man? Hey, thanks for having me on here, dude.
Yeah, no worries, man. I legitimately thought you were a girl, and I was like, oh my God. What? That was
Hey,
good.
I mean,
No, that was
some
good.
people might think that.
Yeah, I mean, you know, this is FinTwit after all. Everyone's laughing at me now. That was really great. That was
Dude, what's up, man?
not much.
I've been a long time watcher of your stream from afar.
Got you. Thanks, man. That means a lot. That's really cool, actually. And I appreciate the gift is, by the way. You are legendary.
Yeah, that was an accident, man. I'm gonna try to see if I can get a refund on that later. But I'll let you know.
Yeah. I'll look into it with Twitch. Thank you. So, how's it going? How's your day today? How'd you make out with the market?
Today is the same as always, man. I make all my money in the morning, and then I give it away in the afternoon. That's how I do.
Okay.
But no, today was good. Today was a good day. Today was a good day.
Good. Awesome, man. And so, do you like to? Is there a certain time of the day you like to trade, or you just kind of all day scalping, or?
Nah, like I said, the morning open. That's my bread and butter. I make a lot of most of my trades are in the morning. That's when I'm the heaviest. That's when I'm, taking most of my positions, and then I kind of wait for the day to finish. I mean, not to finish, but sort of reverse. I'll try to catch that bottom reversal. That's pretty much the rest of my day after that. But the morning is definitely where I make maybe 75% of my profits for the day.
Got you. Taking that morning, all the pops and drops and stuff like that. Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
So let's start by just let's dive into your background a little bit. How did you first kind of find stocks, and how did you develop your trading style, and what is your trading style?
Gotcha. How far back do you want me to go, man?
From the womb. No.
From the womb. Okay. So I started in December. I opened up a Robinhood account, right?
Yeah.
I think I started small. I put like $2,000 in there, and I was on Reddit and I was on Wall Street Bets reading. At the time, I was like, yo, this is a cheat code. People out here are putting out all this good DD, and no one at that time, Wall Street Bets was like no one was really on it, right? There
Gotcha.
was a couple of OGs. Um, so I would just read all the DD, and then I would pick which one sounded like it made the most sense, you know?
Okay.
So in December, very quickly, my 2000 went from like 2000 to like 6 or 8,000.
Wow.
Buying stupid shit like BlackBerry and Nokia,
Yeah, right
and
on.
just going all, just YOLOing my entire account, like not having
Yeah.
no idea what I was doing, right?
Right, right.
And then, the granddaddy of all DD came out, GME, right?
Yes, sir.
So I YOLO'd like my entire 6K into GME, and
No
then like
way.
the very next day I was up to like 20,000.
Oh my god, dude. What?
20,000. And then I was like, yo, this shit works. Yo, can we cuss on there?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Go for it. That's fine.
Oh, okay, okay. I was like, yo, this shit works. I'm about to double down.
Right.
So I was trying to, so like at this time, GME was like $90. 100 break was like coming any moment now. And I was like, I need to get in like today.
Yeah.
This thing's about to go to 1,000. So I was trying to get money out of my 401k, but the fucking dude was like, yo, it's gonna take like 7 days to get your money out of the 401k. I was like, dude, I need the money tomorrow.
I need it today.
So I took out a loan.
No way.
I shit you not, I took out a loan.
Did you really?
I took out a 30K loan. I mean, I had the money.
Right.
It's in my 401k account.
Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna pay 0 interest on it, right?
Okay.
So I took out 40K plus my 20K that I made,
Gotcha.
all in on fucking GME, dude. All in. About a week or two later, it was like 70K had turned into, it was almost 500,000.
Holy shit, dude. That's incredible. You sold
Yep.
it, right?
Oh yeah, I sold.
Wow.
I didn't back hold. I sold. But yeah. So yeah, there's a comment: gambling, not trading. 100% gambling.
Right.
It was probably the dumbest thing I'd ever done in my trading career thus far.
Gotcha.
I do not recommend. Okay.
So,
Because there's a downside to this story, and I'll get to it. But I absolutely do not recommend.
right. And so, how did you trade? How did you change that gambling strategy into like a trading strategy? Where did you go from there?
Oh, I lost a lot of money.
Okay. Okay. Let's hear about that.
100%. I lost a lot of money.
Right.
So I took all of the profits from GME. I set aside half for taxes. And then I started a day trading account with way more than what I should have started with, but I started with like 100K.
Okay.
Right. I quit my job February.
Okay.
And I was like, fuck it. I'm about to do day trading full time. I'm a fucking genius.
Right.
Like I just made, all this money. Like this shit's easy.
Made a doctor's salary in a day, right?
Pretty much. So I quit my job in February, early February. Went full-time day trading mid-February. Started with a 100K account. By not even middle of March, I was down 40K.
Wow.
Yeah, so I had a 100K account. And I was down 40K. I was sitting with 60K left, and I'm thinking to myself, "Damn, this shit ain't easy."
Yeah. Yep.
It's like I'm not a genius. This thing is like I just got lucky.
Right. Were you still YOLOing at the time too? Whole account?
No, I wasn't YOLOing. I was day trading. I was day
Okay.
trading at this point.
Okay.
I like GME was like a swing almost, right?
Right. Yeah.
But I was day trading. I found Atlas. I found Momo channel,
Okay.
and I was just following along. Taking alerts,
Yeah.
right? Fucking bought Clove. Lost a big bag on Clove.
Mhm.
Big bag on lots.
Mhm.
Yeah. So like in middle of March, I was like, yo, this ain't working.
Right.
At this rate, I'm gonna lose my 100K. That I was willing to lose the 100K, right?
Okay.
But I was like, I gave myself a year to lose 100K,
Right.
right? In less than like 3 weeks, I was already down almost half. I was like, yo, by the end of March, I'm gonna be looking for a job.
Yeah, for real.
So I was like, yo, I need to like really figure this out. I need to slow down. I need to size down,
Right.
you know, and I need to like freaking read some books, watch some videos, and and really just like, if I'm gonna take this seriously, like I need to like really learn this thing.
Yeah, for sure.
So it took me losing, that much amount of money to realize that I had no idea what I was doing, and that's when I really like buckled down. So I put all my money back into my savings,
Mm-hmm.
um, and I started over with a 15K account,
Okay.
and I treated it like this was my final shot. Like if I can't get this 15K account to like over PDT and beyond, then um, I got to go back and look for a job,
Right.
pretty much. Um, so yeah, that was probably about end of March,
Okay.
and then I was still losing money every day, but it was at a rate that was okay. Losing $50, $100 a day was okay because I knew if I lose $100 a day, like I have like 10 months worth of runway to learn this trading thing, right?
Right.
So that was fine. And then eventually, I went from losing $100 a day to like, oh shit, I only lost $50 today.
So
And then eventually it got to like, oh shit, I actually made $10 today. Holy crap. So
right,
this
right.
is like this small gradual progression. Um, and then it got me to where I am now. And then like as of I think I tweeted this out, but in September, at the end of August, I actually recouped my 40K. So I'm
No
like,
way.
in terms of day trading, I'm break even for the year. But it really took me like sizing down to like a stupid small size compared to what I was buying, or compared to like what my size was before, right?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Like I went from buying like slapping 2, 3, 4,000 shares on anything that was like tweeted out to like buying 10 shares, and like just
Yeah. Yeah.
really humbled myself and like focused on the process and not the money.
Gotcha. And you found that consistency.
Exactly.
Okay. Cool. Let's talk a little bit about your actual trading strategies. What are some setups that you like to look for, and what indicators and timeframes are you using?
Yeah, so I've always been a dip buyer. Something about being in a trade and having like some of the best entries. It just works for me mentally. So I've always been a dip buyer. Lately, I have been playing breakouts, but it's only because some breakouts have been a little hot right now. But
Yep.
yeah, so when I was frequenting Atlas, Momo's channel, I was mainly just buying all the small caps, the small cap dips at open, and trying to ride out the initial pop. I'd usually sell the initial pop, and then I'd wait to see if the small cap ticker would try to like break over a pre-market high. If it breaks over a pre-market high, then I'll add or I'll hold it a little bit longer. But most of the time in small cap land, I was like buying the dips and then just selling the first rip and then like leaving a little bit of runners.
Okay.
Um, for the longest time, I was trying to like hold on to my winners in small cap land for as
Mm-hmm.
long as I could, but it didn't gel with my style, and I kind of just came to terms with the fact that I'm pretty much a scalper.
Right.
Um, but then, the money was coming a little too slow. This was like in July, and I was like, if the way for me to like increase my daily like profit is like to hold on to these small cap tickers for more than like an hour, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, but like I was having like a really hard time doing that, and I was like, well, if I move over to large cap, I can just go heavier, hold my positions for 5 to 10 minutes, if that, make the kind of profit that I want. You know what I mean? My analysis is like still the same. I'm still buying dips for the most part, and then I'm making more money. So I sort of switched over to large cap around June or July. And then I just been there. I've found a home in large caps, and um, it just works so much better for me. You know, it works better for my scalping mentality because I can go heavy, I can make good profit, and I can be out of the position, and I don't have to like wait for it to make its move for the day.
Okay, gotcha.
Like,
So when did you I don't know the timeline of when you switched from equity to options, or were you always options?
when I was playing small caps, I was all shares.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, but when I moved over to large cap, it's just been all options since then.
Gotcha. And did you struggle with options at first, or did it come kind of naturally?
I struggled with it at first, but um, you kind of get a feel for how they move. You know, so I have the options, like the actual option chart,
Okay.
up at the same time, alongside the equity chart, and then you kind of get a feel for like how they move after a while. And I trade the same large cap tickers over and over and over. Like I have a watch list of, I think it's like 30 large cap tickers, but like really only 10 are like the main ones that I trade.
Right.
So you kind of get a feel for like how the option contracts move for each ticker after a while, you know?
Right. Right. Okay. Would we be able to share your screen? I'd love for you to walk us through a couple trades that you made today, and you can show us your charts and your indicators and stuff like that.
Sure, sure.
Cool.
Let me see.
You should be able to share it within the call.
1 second. Cool. You see it now?
Yep, it's up live on the screen. Perfect.
Okay, first trade I took, so I took Palantir this morning at the open.
Okay. If you could
So
kind of
yeah.
walk through your thinking too, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, so pretty much, so if you started the daily, so, you know, Palantir has been grinding up, grinding up, grinding up, and there's this key level here, this 27.55, that it's sort of touched 3 times now, you know. It's touched it here, you know, and it's like potentially about to touch it yesterday, right? You know, imagine this is today's candle, right? So I knew that, you know, there's a good chance we get to at least 27.55, right?
Right.
And then anything after that is sort of kind of gravy. And then another thing is like there's this increased volume down here. So these are all good signs, right? You have this volume profile right here. It's pretty long, and it's like starting to thin out right here. So that means a lot of the bag holders are starting to sell. You know, they're selling here, they're selling here. So there's not, you know, there's more of a chance that if it does break this key level, it's going to run, right?
Right.
So again, this was like this was actually like my number 2 watch for the day. And pretty much the way to play this is like if it goes off in the morning, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you play this level, like, so this is the pre-market high, right? If it breaks this pre-market high and there's like a lot of volume, then I get pretty comfortable about buying this breakout, right?
Right.
And the other thing that you can look at is, you know, another thing that I'm looking at, and it's like very important, is you look at this volume. Look at this volume this morning,
Mm-hmm.
like 2 days ago, and it still made a move, right?
Yep.
But on less volume. And then look at this one. It still made a move, but less volume.
Right.
And then today, fucking crazy volume, right? So if you see this, like the first, like it's hard to see, like in the you know, you kind of have to see what the first 5 minutes is. But look at this first 5-minute volume. It's crazy
Nuts.
compared to this, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So this tells you everyone and their mama is in this and is like playing this breakout. So that gives you confidence to play it. So I bought in like right around here. You know, I like the volume. And I like that it broke down. It pulled back a little bit, and I added more right here, and I sold at this second candle right here, and then I let a little bit ride, and then and I'm actually swinging this long term, so like I don't really care too much. Like like I can lose a little bit on this day trade because my swings on this are really really good right now. So
Right.
and then I think I fully scaled out like right around here.
Okay, got you.
But yeah, that was my thinking on Palantir, you know, and it's like this volume was the confirmation because a lot of times you'll get breakouts where it's like, yeah, there's this key level, right?
Okay.
But it'll go up and it'll wick and it'll come down, and then you'll like realize later on the volume wasn't there today, right? The volume was like, for example, was like down here, and it's just not enough, right? But this first 5 minute volume just tells you everyone is in here. So like even if you get in after this 5 minute close, say you get in right here, you still have, you know, you're I'm still pretty comfortable being in the trade
Right.
because this 5 minute candle is just crazy compared to these, right? It's like 3 times as much. And that tells you that everyone is looking at Palantir today.
Yep. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, that makes sense. Now, as far as profit taking and stop losses go, what are some strategies you have for that?
So I use mental stop losses for the most part.
Okay.
Unless I'm like up 30 or 40% in something, then I'll potentially consider a trailing stop loss.
Okay.
You know, sometimes I'll do a break even stop loss if I'm in a trade and I just have runners that I kind of want to see how far they go. I'll set a break even stop loss. But for the most part, it's just a mental stop loss. For me, so like this Palantir trade, if it made a new low of day, I'm out, right?
Gotcha.
I'm pretty much out. That's about it.
Okay.
And my stop loss is like I'll do a lot of like if I'm buying a dip, right? For example, if I bought AMD, right? So if I'm buying like say I get in AMD like right around here, right? I'm probably targeting this as like the first supply zone. I want to scale out around here, right? My stop loss at this point is going to be like if it makes a lower low and then just a little bit below that, right?
Right.
So like, you know, depending on where I got in, you know, say I'm buying like this lower whatever, right? If it gets down to like right here, I'm out, right?
Gotcha.
You know, and a lot of times you can get back in. It's like you take your cut, you take a little paper cut, but then you get back in or whatever.
Okay, awesome. And how do you avoid being faked out on a play like that? Because at the open, it can be like really choppy, especially playing something like Tesla. How do you see kind of the bigger move?
Really, you gotta have confidence in you know, if you're buying the open, you have to have confidence in your thesis for the day.
Okay.
Right. And what I mean by that is like you really got to zoom out. You got to zoom out, and you got to see is like, okay, like if you think Tesla is going to break out, right, and there's a downward wedge, the volume is increasing, the indices are like ripping today, but like Tesla went up and then went down.
Okay.
Like, do you panic and you sell, or is this a good ad, right? Everything else is telling you that Tesla should be going, right? Like the chart was set up. You know, there's volume in Tesla today. The indices look good, and like maybe there was like a trend line balance that you were playing or something, right? So sometimes you just gotta have conviction a little bit, right?
Yes, of
And
course.
that's totally different from bag holding or like adding to your losers. That there's a and like after trading for a while, you realize there's a difference, right?
Right.
There's a difference from um, you know, cutting your position because you had a poor entry versus cutting a loser because your thesis is wrong, right?
Right. Yeah, that's a good point.
Right. So sometimes it's like you gotta give your thesis a chance to like truly prove to you that it's wrong, if
Okay.
that makes any sense.
Yeah, no, of course. Yeah,
So
go ahead.
I want to put a disclaimer there,
Yeah.
right? Um, I don't want people to like averaging down into losing positions. Okay,
Right, right.
that's totally different
You have to be able to
from what
recognize
I'm
it.
talking. Exactly, you have to recognize it. And this is mainly for the open, because the open there's a lot of fake outs, right?
Yep, 100%. Now, just looking at your chart here, it's very clean. It's similar to how I do my charts. What indicators do you like, if any, and what do you like to draw on your charts? I notice you're big on supply and demand, and I absolutely love your charting, by the way, when I see it out on Twitter and stuff like that. Could you
Mhm.
talk a bit about it?
Yeah, I like to keep it clean. I'm pretty much supply and demand. So I'll mark out like supply and demand zones, but I look for patterns. I look for wedge breaks. I look for head and shoulders. I look for trend lines, bottom trend lines. I look for upper trend lines. I love channels. You know, like if I can see, like if there's a channel here, for example, I love drawing out channels.
Okay.
You know, um, and the reason why is because, sorry, one second.
Yeah, no problem. He's taking a drink of beer.
Yeah, and um, and the reason why I like all these patterns is because I have confidence in these patterns, because I've looked through so many charts. I don't know if you've been on my Twitter, like I'm a big proponent of like going through charts every night. Like I go through my large cap charts every night,
Right.
and I see like, what did this ticker do today? Is it starting to set up? Is it not setting up? Did it fail the wedge that I was looking at, et cetera, et cetera? And then not just that, but like going back years and years of like seeing different breakouts, and you know, what were all the factors that were in play? Like was volume like a something that you could have relied on for this breakout, or was it something that, you know, was an anomaly? Like there wasn't volume, but it still broke out, right?
Right.
um and then over time you kind of like, so I was a software engineer before, you know, I started trading. And then, like in software engineering, it's like pattern recognition is like, it's pretty much all pattern recognition.
Wow.
If you can recognize patterns, like you can be a software engineer, right?
Right,
It's
right.
all patterns. So for me, I love looking at charts, and I love looking at like going back years and like finding all the different patterns, and then just kind of like making mental notes of them. You know what I mean? And for me, it's like that's kind of what gives me confidence sometimes to like hold a position, or to swing something. It's just that pattern recognition. Doesn't mean I'm always right. Like I'm wrong a lot of times, but it's like I'd rather be wrong on a failed pattern than like be right on something that I was just guessing on and there was no pattern, right?
For sure. Now, you kind of touched on it a little bit, but day trading versus swing trading. How do you decide when a day trade becomes a swing, or you want to overnight something?
So none of my day trades become swings. Like
Okay.
I like to exit
Yep.
most of my
Me too.
day trades. I mean, I'll leave runners for sure if I
Sure.
think
Yeah.
something is gonna like keep going. Overnighting, it kind of depends. You know, it depends on, you know, something I overnighted recently was MA. Um, and I overnighted this. I think I overnighted it like on, I forget what day it was, but the setup was like really good, and I thought that there was like a good chance that it was going to continue.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but what I look for is like, I look for things that are about the setup, right? So if there's like here, I'll go to Finviz real quick. Do you see Finviz?
I don't.
Okay, how do I change this? One second.
Yeah. Yeah. No problem.
Okay, you see Finviz?
It's just loading up, I think. Oh, hang on. I gotta switch it here. There we go. I see it now. Yep.
Gotcha. So a lot of things that I'll do, and I'll do this every night. Um, I look for stuff that like has like good volume. Sometimes like 2 million, like, current volume like over 5 million, and then I'll look at technicals, and I like to see stuff that is like it's been up this week, but then today has been down, right?
Right.
And then I always filter for like volume, and I look at the snapshots, and then what I'm looking for is like something that was going to break out, but then just pulled back today. Does that make any sense?
Yeah. Okay.
So a lot of times you can catch something that it's sort of just a fake out. Like it gets all the people who like it's still going to break out, but like all the paper hands sold today on this pullback, and then that's when I like to buy in. Right, I like to get
Ah.
in, and then it breaks out the next day. So after a while, you start seeing this pattern, right? For example, like INTC, for example, right? I'm not saying INTC is going to break out tomorrow, but
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
you know, it's like pushing up against this like key level,
Right.
and then today it had a failed breakout, and it had a red day, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm buying that red day if I can get a good like if supply and demand tells me this might be a good level, I'm getting in while all the paper hands are selling, and then I'm getting the breakout tomorrow or the next day,
Right. Wow, that's so interesting.
right?
Yeah.
Because the setup is still there. There's still a good potential for the breakout as long as like it doesn't make a like it doesn't. There's a difference between like it just dies and it's never gonna go back, right?
Of course. Yeah.
Versus maybe the overall market was bad today, but like relatively this ticker was still strong even though it was a red day for the ticker, right?
Right.
So that gives me confidence to be like, all right, let me get in. I'm gonna get these really good entries, and all these people who sold are gonna miss out on this breakout. So that's one thing I like to look for.
Okay. That's really cool. I've never heard that before.
And then you can do the
Makes
inverse.
sense.
You can actually do the inverse. I'll do stuff that's week down,
Right.
and then today's up, right? And then now what I'm looking for is the downtrend breaks.
Right.
Stuff that's just like been downtrending for like the past week, but then today it had a little bit of a push, and it's like on the edge of an upper trend line. Right? Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah. That makes perfect sense.
So now I'm like potentially playing the breakout, and like I didn't have to like sit through that like downward trend. I'm gonna potentially just get in right at the breakout. So like well, this is QQQ for example, but like so QQQ had this downward, this like it was going down, going down, going down, but then yesterday it was up. So now I'm like, okay, this might be the end of this downward trend, and I might be able to get in on this breakout.
Right.
So I scan through these every day, and I'm like looking for stuff for like a good setups. And this is like you'll be able to catch stuff sometimes. Like here's UAL for example. Maybe there's a trend line here and it broke it today, so this might be a good candidate for continuation tomorrow. So you're getting the breakout, and you didn't even have to like watch UAL.
Right. That's super cool, man. I've never seen this before. That's really cool.
Yeah, dude. These are my secrets.
Yeah.
Like, you can't share this with anyone else.
No. There's only 75 of us in here. It's good. It's good.
Yeah, but yeah. I mean, and then like again, even if I don't play these, it's good to like notice these things and then go back and look at it like a day or two later and be like, oh shit, it did break out. And then you start recognizing it over and over and over again, and it gives you confidence the next time you see it to be like, oh, I'm gonna play this, and I don't care about any little dips intraday because I know it's gonna go. Right?
Interesting. Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I actually played Starbucks the other day because of it. It popped up on my ticker because of this. It was going down, going down, going down for the week, but then we had this big green day, right? And I was like, okay, well, it's on my watch list because if it breaks this key level, it's gonna go. And sure enough, it played the breakout on this day.
Man.
Yeah. But yeah, that's it. I'm done spilling my secrets, man. So I'll talk to you guys later.
Yeah.
It was nice talking to y'all.
Bye. Maple Stacks
But
says that you have the best feet pics. Is this true?
bro, I told you not to tell anybody about that. But yeah, man, I've showed him my feet pics.
Damn.
And,
Okay. You have to hook me up.
yeah, we'll see after this, man. Just let me
Yeah,
know.
for sure. Let's talk a little bit. I mean, we touched on it here pretty much, but let's talk about building a watch list. And if you want to walk through your process, and even if we want to kind of build maybe a small watch list for the viewers here.
Yeah. So again, I start with going through my large cap list, right?
Your 30 tickers.
I-
Okay.
Yeah, I think sometimes it grows. Sometimes I take stuff out that like there's like no setup potentially for like the next month, then I just take it out.
Yeah.
And sometimes I add stuff because it is setting up. There might be something there in like a week or two.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll just go through. I like to start with the stuff that was red, and then because I'm a dip buyer, I like seeing like, oh, is this a good dip or whatever.
Gotcha. Are you
And
on a different screen?
Oh shit!
I just see you on
yeah,
FinViz here.
Change it. Yeah. 1 second.
I saw like the little pen. And I was like, wait a second. There we go. We're good. Okay, go ahead.
Cool. Yeah, so I start with my watch list. I start with the red, and then I just like kind of look again for bottom trend lines. If something is dipping into a demand zone, for example, and then I just start writing stuff down that like has potential. So then I'll whittle down like my 30 down to like 10, right?
Right.
And then I'll take those 10 and I'll really drill down and like really look at them in a smaller time frame. And like probably from that 10, I'll drill it down to like maybe 4, right?
Right.
And then I throw all that away and I go on Twitter and see what the hell everyone else is tweeting about. And then I go with those.
Yeah, that makes sense.
No, but really, like at the very end, like I'll have my 4 that I like, right? And then I'll go through all my different like I have some different discords that I'm in. I have like some people that I enjoy, that like I like their opinion. I'll reach out to them.
Okay.
And I'm serious. I'll go on Twitter and be like, okay, are people talking about this? Is this something that's on everyone's watch list?
Right.
And then that kind of like helps me like move stuff up and down like in terms of priority, right?
Right.
Because like what's very important is like first you have to formulate your opinion, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you take in other people's opinions, and then you kind of let it sway you, or you don't let it sway you. Like sometimes, like there's this one guy, I'm not gonna say his name, but everything that he posts as like a watch list, I'm kind of like inverse of,
Right.
because I just don't gel with maybe their style, or I don't like how they analyze things. And then I kind of use that sort of as my barometer of like, okay, if I have the same thing on my watch list, maybe I'm not going to play this.
Sure. Yeah.
Right.
That makes sense. Yeah.
And then there's the opposite. There's people who are like, there's stuff on their watch list and I'm like, holy
It's
shit.
confirmation. Yeah.
This is confirmation. Let me move this one up a little bit. Right.
Right.
But again, I use other people's opinions and analysis last. Like that's the last factor that I consider when making my watch list for today, because you want to build trust in yourself and you want to build trust in your system, and and gain because someone else has confidence or conviction in a trade doesn't mean I have conviction in that trade. I have the most conviction in my trades.
Of course.
And I'm not saying like I'm the best trader or anything, but it's like it's something that you as a trader have to like get good at. It's like filtering out everyone else's shit and like trusting your shit.
Well, it's your account at the end of the day, right?
Right. And so that's basically my general process, and I'll do that every night. I'll go through my entire watch list. I'll scan through FinViz if there's anything that is setting up that is not on my watch list that might need to be on my watch list. I'll do that. And and that's pretty much it. So like here's coins on a bottom trend line. So I'm like immediately thinking, okay, where's BTC at? Is BTC like potentially gonna do something? If that's the case, then maybe coin might be a good dip buy right here, right? To like get up into this channel a little bit.
Right. Got you. Okay.
So like immediately I'm thinking, okay, coin might be like a top 10. I'll just write it down and then I'll do some more research later.
Right. Right.
Beyond looks like there's like a lot of demand here. They brought it back up. This might be a good potential, continuation tomorrow, whatever. But
Coin.
yeah, that's generally my process. Did you want me to dive in deeper into that process?
If you want, you can cover like maybe a couple tickers you're looking at for tomorrow.
Okay, I haven't gone through my list yet,
Okay.
but obviously I think Palantir might still be on the list. I think Lulu, if Lulu didn't break out, Lulu did break out. Yeah, so this was on my list this morning. I actually played this for a small scalp. What else? Nvidia. What is Nvidia doing? Not really see too much here on Nvidia. There's sort of this downward wedge right here.
Mm-hmm.
So this might be a good watch. So I'll immediately I'll just write this down and I'll probably do some more. Add this to my top 10, and then I'll like look into it more.
Gotcha.
After I go through this. Zoom is interesting because it may have found bottom because of this hammer, but this is probably a lower quality setup for me.
Right.
But it's sort of interesting. I like buying stuff at the bottom, so there's sort of this daily support right here.
Right.
That's sort of interesting. BA, I've been playing BA like nonstop for like the past 2 weeks. But it's pretty much just trading in this channel, up, down, up, down, up, down. If it like ended today, like right around here, then I'll be looking to play puts on it tomorrow. If it ended today right around here, then I'm looking to go long on it tomorrow. That's pretty much it. But I did post this in GMT. It did break this trend line here,
Okay.
right? So, and then now it broke down, and it looks like this could be a potential retest of this trend line, right?
Okay.
So now I'm looking to see if there's a demand zone right around here that it could bounce at and then like continue through, right?
Right.
So it broke through the trend line and now it's like potentially retesting. What I don't like is this huge top wick right here.
Lots of selling.
Lots of selling. Like what I would like to see is like a lot of buying and then just a little bit of selling to people who are like day traders who want to get out, right? But the people who like really want to long this like are still in, right?
Right.
So this might be interesting. There's a potential 30-minute
And
demand zone right here.
when you're looking at building, you like the 30-minute chart?
No, I like the 1 hour chart.
Okay.
But to be honest, I start with the daily, then I'll go down to like I almost always go down to like the 1 hour.
Gotcha.
And then if I don't find a zone in 1 hour, I'll go down to 30. But then afterwards, I like to go up to like 2 and I like go up to 4 just to confirm what I'm seeing at the lower time zones or the time frames.
Okay, cool. Once again, chat, if you guys have any questions, feel free to post, and we'll do a little Q&A as well before we wrap things up today. Continue on, Mr. Roboto. I'll look for questions here.
Yeah. So again, the potential with BA is this gap fill, and this is what I was looking for today, but it didn't do it. But so now what you're playing is like this breakout, and then maybe this is just a retest of this trend line, and then it kind of goes through this gap fill. So this is interesting. I'd like to see what it does in pre-market. If it breaks down further, then it's no longer in play. But if it hovers around here, then it might be in play for tomorrow morning, right, at open.
Right.
Facebook. Facebook's sort of interesting. I don't see too much of a setup on it. You know, there might be this downtrend break right here. That might be interesting. Peloton. I wanted to short Peloton today, but I didn't. Yeah, I think eventually it might go back to this trend line, but that's about it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a lower quality setup. So Snow, I've been hearing a lot of chatter about Snow. This is one that like I already know I'm gonna like try to analyze today or
Right.
later on tonight.
That's my baby.
There's this.
I love Snow.
Oh yeah, you played it. You play this a lot, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm looking for this. I'm looking for this break, right? I'm
Yeah.
looking for this key level break. And then I'm looking like in addition to just like, yeah, it can break this, but like the next thing you want to ask yourself is like, where is it going? Right. So like if it breaks this and like it's only going up $1, like that's probably the limit. Like I'm not looking to play that. I want something that has a good reward to it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm always asking like, okay, where is this going to go if it does break out? You know, because ideally you want like a gap, you know, something that's like a good target, like far away from um, like where the breakout is, right?
Right, right.
So you look here, you know, maybe so you have sort of a okay, so you have a 1 hour demand zone right or supply zone right here.
We do have a question from Jaylicious. She wants to know if you only use VPA and resistance support, or if you ever slap a fib on it or throw EMAs up just to show conviction.
I do use fibs and I do use EMAs, but that is just to add. It's just another factor that I use to like formulate my thesis on something. So what I do is, and it's not the main thing. So sometimes I'll just throw on these. So here's the 10, this is the 20, and this is the 50. So like, you know, the fact that Snow is surfing the 10, that's pretty good for me.
Yeah.
You know, and it retests this 20, and then, you know, that's fine. And then sometimes I'll do fibs, like if what broke out recently. So like, for example, like, so say Asana has made this move and now it's looking like a little bearish. I'm kind of like thinking, okay, where is it going to bounce? So then I'll throw on fibs to get this move. Like say it's like here to here, and then potentially this 38.2 and this 50 might, if there's like demand zones there, that might be something I want to watch, right?
Right.
But that's essentially the extent of my use of fibs. That's it. It's just looking for potential dip areas.
Yeah, fair enough.
And then the EMAs is just kind of, I use EMAs more for like finding swings.
Okay.
But that's about it. I would say most of the time on my large cap day trades, I'm not really looking at the EMAs. I will use the fibs to see like bounce zones. D-Dog, I think, had a really good example of this recently. Let me turn these studies off.
Hot Slang has a question too. Do you ever run the wheel strat to lower your risk management?
Nah, what's the wheel strat?
I don't know what it is either.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, it's not. I think it's like some options like theta
Okay.
gang thing. I don't do
Right.
that. You can sell one contract for 30% off. Nah, that sounds complicated. I don't do that.
I've never heard of it, Hot Slang. I honestly, I've never heard of it. Oh, it's for investing. Okay.
I think it was Upstart. So like, let's look at Upstart real quick.
Yeah.
So maybe this move right here, and you pull it up to here, and it had this 50 bounce. It was almost perfect. So this is like something that this is what I'm looking for with fibs, right?
Right.
Like 38.2 is perfect, and this 50 the next day was a perfect bounce. Yeah, that's about it for my watch list process. The same thing every night. You know, you go through your list. That's why I like large cap. You know, because you really get in tune with these tickers, right?
Right.
Like, you know, I got in a BA today and I sold BA very quickly because I knew it was gonna die.
Okay.
But I knew that because I've been playing BA for like the past freaking 2 months, right?
Right. So you know if it does
It,
this, it'll die off or whatever,
pretty
right?
much,
Okay.
right? You know, but you know, there's a couple times where I did play this in the beginning and I held and I ended up taking it out, right?
Okay.
But you don't learn that. You don't learn the personality of the ticker until after you've played it a couple times,
Right. No,
right?
of course.
Like in like PayPal, for example. PayPal always gets news, right?
Mm-hmm.
It'll spike for all of maybe 2 minutes and then it dies. So you either want to play the puts or you play the calls and get out like very quickly, right?
Yep.
Look at this. Let's go and it'll die. Go and then die. Go and then die. Here it goes. Go and it dies.
Yeah, huge.
Goes and it dies. Every time.
Play calls with flipped puts.
Pretty much, you know.
Right.
These huge red candles, this is like it spiked on good news
Right.
and then it immediately died.
So you just put the top.
Pretty much. I mean, you get in, you get out.
Gotcha.
You get in heavy, you see green, and you sell everything. That's literally how. I mean, now if you go and play PayPal tomorrow and you play it that way and you end up red, don't come to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everyone at Mr. Roboto Trades. No, I'm just kidding. There is another question here from Flying. What is that? Potato Peel? Flying Potato Peel. Nice name. What time frame do you usually look for price to close at for confirmation? I'm assuming
What do you
that's
mean?
for kind of day trading scalps or
What do you mean
breakouts.
close at? What time frame do you usually look for the price to close at?
I'm assuming it means the
Confirmation?
candle close, but I'm not sure exactly.
So 75% of my day, that's like a guess, but like I would say maybe 75% of my day is spent on the 5 minute. But I'm always flashing between the 15-minute and the 30-minute just to see what the larger trend is. And if I'm in something and if I'm like full size in it and I want to focus on it, I will have the 5 minute, I will have the 15-minute, and I will have the 30-minute up.
Right.
And I'm always just like
Okay.
going between them and making sure that my thesis is still intact, right?
Right.
Sometimes like I'll actually take the 5 minute off because it helps me to like stay and stuff a little bit longer
So
when I should be staying.
You're more into the larger time frames then. You don't typically go below the 5 minute.
I will use the 2 minute for like the first 10 minutes of open.
Yeah,
And
that's smart.
that's
That
it.
makes sense. Okay.
And then I always like by 9:45 I'm like, what the fuck? I'm still on the 2 minute and I switch everything to 5 minute.
Yeah, okay, got you. Just want to see if we have any more questions here. Yes, this will be available to rewatch right after the stream. I will post it for you. Yeah, I think that's it. Anything else that you think we should cover, or should we start to wrap things up?
No. Oh, I will say that so if you follow me on Twitter, like I kind of use Twitter as my place to let out like the emotions that I'm undergoing every day, like throughout the trading day.
Right.
Because there are these things that like creep up in my mind. I'm like, it's like the good trader in me is saying this, right?
Right.
Like the disciplined, really good trader, this is what he's thinking, right?
Okay.
And like the gambler in me is saying, no, don't listen to this person.
Right.
But by tweeting it out, it kind of like, and it's kind of silly, but for me, by tweeting it out, it kind of makes it real to me, and I'm like, yes, this is what you should be doing. And then I almost always listen to the good trader, the disciplined trader.
You're your own
Um,
furu.
pretty much,
Oh my
I'm
god.
essentially my own guru.
Damn. Okay.
So that's why, like, I like to post like a, it's kind of silly, but like I like to post like the emotions that I'm going through every day.
Right. Right.
Um, but what's great is that I think people are getting stuff out of it. I mean, like if I'm saying
Sure.
the
Yeah.
shit that everyone else knows they should be doing,
Mm-hmm.
so I've gotten a couple of like DMs and being like, yo, this actually helped me or whatever. Um, but yeah, I am essentially my own guru.
That's
So,
so funny.
but the thing I'm trying to get at is like you gotta like listen to that voice, that good disciplined trader voice. You know what I mean?
Right.
Um, and sometimes you go against it. Sure, sometimes you gotta gamble a little bit, but most of the time that person's right. Yo, look at this sweet ass trend. This channel.
Was that on PayPal?
Yeah. But yeah, so that if you want some emotional support throughout the day, that's pretty much what I like to do. A lot of my posts and my tweets are that for the most part.
Gotcha. That's awesome, man. So I kind of like to wrap things up by saying, like, if you could give advice to someone who just like is consistently just getting red day after red day, nothing seems to be working. They've tried different trading styles, but just quite haven't found it yet. What kind of advice could you give to a trader like that, other than quit?
Yeah. So there's two things.
Okay.
Okay. One, you need to humble yourself and you need to size down, right?
Right.
You need to find an amount of money that you don't care losing, and you have to think of it as tuition. You think of it as it's already gone, right?
Right.
You're not here to make money in the first, I don't know, 6 months to a year. You're literally here to learn, and you're paying tuition. Okay. And then two, you like you're not serious. You're just not. No, I'm serious. I'm
Yeah,
serious.
I hear ya. I
I've
hear
talked
ya.
to a lot of people who are like, "Oh, I want to do this. I want to learn this. Can you teach me your system?" And I tell them, "Okay, look at 1,000 fucking charts and chart all of them." And I never hear from them again.
Right. Exactly. Yep.
So you're not serious. You're not willing to put in the time.
Yep.
You're not willing to stay up till 2 o'clock and fucking charting like 100 different tickers.
Yeah, for sure, man.
You think you are, you say you are, but you're not. You're not playing me. You're playing yourself.
Right. Yeah, of course.
Okay. So those are the two things I would say. Like if you really want this, like the people who really want this, the 5%, I don't know, whatever, the 10% who really want this, they're gonna get it no matter what. Everyone else, 90% of the people that you interact with on Discord, 90% of the people that you see on Twitter, they're gonna be there for 2 or 3 months, and then they're gonna fizzle out, and they'll be gone because they didn't take it seriously and they didn't put in the work that's necessary. This is really hard,
Right.
and like people don't understand that.
No, yeah, that's good.
So that's the advice. Like, do you want to be in the 5 and the 10%? Because if you do, this is the path. But like, I'm just gonna put it out there. Like, I'll see you if I see you. Like 90% of the time, I won't see you again.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's pretty much it. I don't want to sugarcoat it, but it's like you really got to put in the work. You really got to look into these charts. I mean, the way I did it was through pattern recognition. There might be other ways that people did it, but it's also going to be just as hard.
Yeah, definitely. It's not a handout, right? Like it's a job, and you have to learn the job to make money.
Yeah. I mean, no one's going to give you $100,000 job,
Right.
and you're just like following stuff on Twitter. Like anybody could do that.
Exactly.
Like
No.
you're not going to get $100,000 job doing that. But yeah, that's it. That's my advice. It's like you really gotta take this seriously. Like it was like a coming. What is it? It's like it was like a moment where I realized, okay, I've been half-assing this, and I wasn't really putting the effort that this requires. And then that's when when I realized that and made some changes, that's when slowly, and I'm not saying I'm there,
Mm-hmm.
but like you're slowly seeing the improvements.
Yeah, no, that makes perfect sense, man. Hey, Mikey K, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. He's another stock streamer. Welcome.
What's up?
So that being said, I'll give you my login information. You can trade for me, right?
Hey, let's do it.
Has anyone asked you that before? I got that the other day.
Yes, people
Yeah?
have asked me that.
That's
People
so
have asked me
funny.
that.
They're
There's
like, I'll give you any cut you want. Just trade for me. Here's my account. And I'm like, whoa.
yeah, I've gotten a couple of those DMs. There's a guy on Twitter who gave me his whole sob story and was like, "Yo, can I get $5,000?" I'm like, dude, do you understand? There are gurus on Twitter who have legit millions of dollars, and you're asking me
Yeah.
for $5,000?
Yeah, I barely quit my job yesterday.
Exactly. But yeah, there's, you know, well, some of my friends have asked me if I could trade for them. I'm like,
Right,
one,
I've got
I don't
that
even know
too.
if I don't even know if that's legal.
Yeah.
And then two, if I'm trading your money, I won't trade it correctly because I don't
Exactly.
want to lose it.
Yeah, you won't be taking any risks, and therefore you probably won't make very many trades, like if any, right?
Right.
So, yeah. Millennial wants to know if he can have $4,999. It's not 5,000, so it's a little different.
I mean, I don't know. I got some Shiba coin that I can't sell right now. I'll give you that.
Perfect. Okay.
But first you gotta give me the Ethereum to get it out.
Yes, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, I'll do that too.
Gotcha.
Just DM me and have bad grammar.
Pretty much.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
I think that's great, man. And let's chat. If you have any more questions, hit us up. Mr. Roboto Trades, is there anything you want to plug or give shout out to? Shout out to GMT, by the way, Global Money Trading. That's where we like to hang out. Anything you want to cover?
No, I would just say that, my Twitter is there.
Here, let me
Mr.
pop it
Roboto
up.
Trades.
Yep, here it is.
Yeah, Mr. Roboto Trades, pretty much. I do plan to start streaming. I just don't know when, and it's not anytime soon.
Okay, cool.
But and I think for the most part it'll just be recaps.
Gotcha.
Probably end of this year. But don't quote me on that because again, I have zero plans. It's just something I think would be cool to do.
Yeah, that's
Right?
yeah. Mr. Goodman does that, and it's great to just kind of go over what you traded and kind of look at what's coming tomorrow. We do have a couple more questions for you before we go. Does he trade crypto? Do you trade crypto at all?
Yes, I do trade crypto, but I kind of took a decent loss on crypto a couple months ago. So now I only have Ethereum, and the only thing I do is dollar cost average, and I don't do anything else.
Okay. And do you look at futures before you trade?
Yes. So I look at NQ and I look at ES for the most part to see how they're trading for today, and that sort of kind of gives me an idea of like how the large caps are going to do today.
Right. Okay. No, good. Cool. Any settings or indicator used for TOS, please? He kind of went over that already, Kuski, and this video will be available right after the stream. Yeah, if there's no more new questions, I think we'll go ahead and wrap things up. Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. I'm sure you haven't heard that before. That's new, right?
No, never. I've never heard that before.
It's not in every comment section of every tweet.
No.
Okay, my question is, did you really pound 4 beers before this interview?
No, I pounded 3.
Okay, you were on your 4th. Got you.
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. All right, man.
Awesome.
I think that's cool. I think we'll wrap things up there. Thanks, everyone, for showing up tonight. I appreciate it. I know you guys probably have busy nights. Get ready for tomorrow or whatever it is that you do. So thank you for taking the time to stop in with us and to kind of pick up some education from a very excellent trader, a pro day trader. Okay.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, thanks for coming on, Mr. Roboto. Anything you want to say before you hop off?
Bro, I just want to say thanks for having me on. Thanks for reaching out, getting me on here. Again, your stream's awesome.
Thank you.
I've been watching you from afar, and I keep seeing it growing and growing. And dude, I will say, you get me hype.
Now let's
Get
go.
me hype, dude.
Awesome, good man.
Every time you get me hype, I fucking YOLO into something, lose money. That's why I don't watch your stream that much. But yeah, follow 100, man. He's good. It's good stuff.
Something rips up, and I'm like, buy it here, and it's the top, and you're like, yeah, and then you lose money. That's kind of how it goes.
Pretty much.
Okay.
But seriously though, the last thing I want to say is, my DMs are open. There's a couple of people that I interface with often, and I love seeing people's results. I'll give them a little tip here and there, and they come back a week later and being like, "Yo, that worked," or "That really helped." I love seeing that stuff because it kind of gives me conviction in my system, and then when I see it work for other people. So yeah, hit me up on Twitter, hit me up on Discord if you have any questions. It might take me a day or two to respond because I might be busy or there's like a whole bunch of DMs and stuff. But I always respond, and I love seeing people's progress, especially when they're going through the same stuff that I went through.
100%, man.
But yeah, that's about it.
That's awesome. Thank you so much for joining me today and for doing this. And this will be available on Twitch and YouTube right after the stream ends. So if you guys missed it or missed the beginning or something like that, please, go check it out. I had a lot of fun. This was great, man. Thank you.
Yeah, man, it was great. I love being on here. So I'll see you around. Thanks
Definitely.
a lot.
Yeah, see you around. I'll see you in GMT and all that good stuff. Thank you, and have a great evening. Enjoy that 4th beer.
I will. Awesome.
Okay, later.
All right, man.
Thank you, traders. That was Mr. Roboto. Okay, his Twitter is right up on the screen. If you guys want to hit him with the follows, he's almost at 2,000. Come on, let's get him there. All right, I'm going to pop on a little bit of music. I know you're trolling, Hot Slang. I know you're trolling. You're a good guy. I appreciate you joining the stream every day. Sorry that I lost you money. Hopefully we can get it back. I guess I stole you that banger, right? Oh my god! Bro, what? Mr. Roboto! Damn, dude, that's 15! Oh, stop it! Stop! Let's go! You are legendary! Bro! That is enough. That is enough. Is that 30? Stop it, bro. No freaking way. Damn. Dropping the heat. Mr. Roboto Trades. Thank you, sir, for the support. We love and appreciate you. Everyone who got a gifted sub, please thank Mr. Roboto. Amazing, dude. Damn. You are legendary. Thank you so much for joining me today. Wow. What a treat. What a kind gift. Super cool. You'll be on in 10, White Goodman? Listen, White Goodman, if you hop on right now, I will just raid you and send everyone your way. How does that sound? All right, we're going to wrap things up here. Damn. Bro, Mr. Roboto, that really does mean a lot, bro. Thank you. 30 big ones. Congrats, traders. Everyone who got that. All right, I'm going to kind of, bro, thanks for having me. No worries, dude. Hey, anytime. Anytime you want to come on, like if I'm live day trading and you want to stop in and just shoot the breeze or take a few trades with us, just DM me, bro. I can get you on live anytime I'm live day trading, Monday to Friday. That'd be a lot of fun, I think. We'll catch more halts like today. Oh, you're not home yet? Okay, well, I can't keep this going forever because I got to wrap it up for the YouTube video. So everyone say hello to YouTube. I'm going to start the countdown, turn up the music, and we'll vibe out into the ending of the stream. Thank you guys for joining me this evening. All right, this is kind of new, so maybe we'll do some more of these kind of night streams going forward. We'll see. Thank you guys for joining me. 100 out.
What you gonna do with all of that? Ain't gotta say a word. I know what's up. You can have it all. Watch me whip it up. I'll admit it. You got me feeling hella love. Even when it's going down, know that we gon' live it up. Young shot caller. Always been a baller. Know that you the one. I can feel it in my heart. Yeah, I won't stop charging. We going come harder. I can see you and I way beyond the stars, girl. I can never ever find the right words. And there's no way this is real life. There's no telling you're the right girl. So I can only say that it feels right. It feels right. It feels right. It feels everybody tuning in, but this is just for us now. When the lights go down, I've seen hell in you, but you don't care, no, you don't care, no. You just rather watch me fall from a quarter mile. I can see you at the call. Think about it, ring won't tell you what I saw. When you break it off, you'll see who had it all. You had it all.
What's up, traders? Welcome to 100 After Dark. How we doing tonight? Good interview, right? Mr. Roboto Trades. Damn. What a gentleman and a scholar. And he had such a soothing voice. Okay. Yeah, you know. I disabled all the voice commands. So you guys were going off for a second there. And I didn't want to interrupt him. So let me turn those back on. Hang on a sec. Here we go. All right, now you guys can go crazy with it. We're getting too many woos. All right, now we good. Thank you guys for being respectful. Okay. To our guests. Okay. There you go. Yeah, all right. You know. Yeah, those ones. Oh, man. You guys kill me. Thanks for joining me, chat. If White Goodman wasn't so slow, we could raid him right now. That would be great. But, I mean, you know. Listen, you snooze, you lose with these things. You know what I'm saying? We do know how to behave, you know. Well, some more than others. Okay, let's put it that way. You are legendary! I gotta figure out how to... Look at you guys. Wait, who's gifting 100 subs for 50k $100? No, I gift you a sub for 50K hundo bucks. I pay for your sub. If you don't have one and you have a ton of hundo bucks, then I'll buy you a sub if you redeem that. Anyway, traders, I won't keep you guys anymore because I don't want the YouTube video to be too overextended with me talking to myself. So keep in mind, we do have another live day trading session tomorrow. Maybe we'll have Mr. Roboto Trades on. You never know. Maybe we'll have Mel Stone on. You know? Maybe OPT will come back. Maybe Wiz will be on. You know what I'm saying? Bro, you are so late for us, Forex Husky. You are so late. So we're done? Well, I mean, yeah. No after hours fun? Not really. Not today, no. Market closes in about 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm in the middle of a beer, too. Yeah. Unbelievable. We want a refund. Once again, guys, I just want to say thank you so much for allowing me to hit 2,000 followers today. That really means a lot. I appreciate it. And let's go for 3K next. So I did something stupid. Listen, Forex Husky, I don't know if we have the time for it. How stupid. All right, hit me with it, and then we'll wrap things up here. If you're still watching on YouTube, I don't know how you got this far, but welcome. I hope those fingers are just flying right now. If you're still here from YouTube, cheers. Everyone say hello, YouTube, or hello, late YouTubers, or something like that. Risked 50% of my account on a trade accidentally, but it worked out. Oh my god, dude. Why can't you just edit? Because really, Scott, that takes a lot of work, bro. I just post it raw. You know what I'm saying? Just raw, unfiltered, unprotected. Thank you, Derpy Dev. Appreciate that. So you did something stupid, but it worked. That's not bad. And 50% of your account, you had that leveraged account, right? So what's that like? There you go, Surf Dog. Hi, YouTubers. What's going on? So what, did you make like 50K today or what? And then we got to wrap things up. I had a decent average, actually. I think I had a better average for this stream than my day trading stream, which is actually a huge shock to me, for real. Usually I get more in the day trading streams. Hopefully we get more tomorrow. Anyway, thank you guys for joining me. I'd love to sit around and do shots, but the viewer average is just not high enough, and I did apply for partnership. 3K? Let's go, dude. That's dope. Congratulations. That's huge, bro. 3K in one day. What job pays you that? Tell Colonel to do it? Listen, I don't pay Colonel, so I mean, I can only get him to do so much before he starts to refuse. All right, guys. This is a lot of fun. That's within 10 minutes when I realized my position size. Okay. That's good. That's good, dude. I'm glad you pulled out and made a good profit on that. All right, traders. I love and appreciate you guys. Cheers. Crack a beer for me. It is my weekend, remember. I'm off tomorrow. That's why I'm able to have a few drinks tonight. So, yeah, DMs are open, although I'm bad at responding. I will try to. Have a great evening. I love and appreciate every single one of you. I love this community. All you guys make this what it is. I appreciate it. What's my Twitter? Do command Twitter. Bad is an understatement. Right there. Sears says follow me on Twitter. Grape Tux. That's the one you want to hit, all right? Stay tuned for future streams. Sweet thank you. No thank you for joining us today. Thank you for the follow, sir. Appreciate it. All right, traders. I love and appreciate you. But I am going to run. And I don't see White Goodman, so I'm just going to end the stream. I love and appreciate you guys. I'll see you tomorrow for the live day trading. 12 to 4 Eastern Standard Time. I miss you. 100 out.